crime of apartheid. Botswana was an ally and a friend of South African people in our quest for justice, democracy, and human rights for all. Botswana provided solidarity and support as well as refuge to our people during our days of need, sometimes at great cost to yourself. We will forever be grateful for the support that the people of South Africa, who found Botswana as a refuge, came fleeing South Africa here. You supported us, and you expected nothing in return from us. And we are eternally grateful. And thank you very much.
South Africa was helped by many countries. That is truth. During apartheid, they provided them with support, with funding, with weapons, with training, with passports to travel across the world, because back in time it was very difficult with a South African passport as a black person, and many other things. We know there's been xenophobia uproar across South Africa in many places. People being beat up bad, not nice. So what's happening right now? So let's watch some of these videos and we can make a comment on top of it. Okay, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gather today at a time when South Africa has, over the past few weeks, observed acts of violence against foreign nationals. While acknowledging concerns about illegal foreign nationals involved in crime, we strongly condemn the anti-migrant protests and xenophobic violence. And we urge law enforcement to address these issues through legal means, not mob violence. These violent acts, as mentioned by President Cyril Ramaphosa, are shameful and do not reflect the views of South Africans or government policy. We must therefore stand together as government, traditional authorities, civil society, and migrant communities to combat this violence. Such collaboration is crucial in affirming the dignity of all Africans.
Problem legitimately raised. Huge levels of unemployment. That's correct. High levels of crime. That's correct. But the finger is being pointed at wrong people. The levels of high unemployment in this country are not due. They are not due to undocumented Africans. They are not. We know the history in detail of how South Africa, 1994 to 2000, 2008, 2009, the country goes up like this. Growth rates reach 6%. From 2009 goes the opposite direction. It wasn't caused by undocumented immigrants. The people who caused that, you look at it, that decline, they are laughing in a corner there. Because we're pointing not at them, but we're pointing somewhere else. It's wrong.
This is a minister in South Africa making a speech. Now listen to what this lady had to say.
We cannot allow anyone to come and say we want your passport, what's not law enforcement. We cannot allow the mobilization that wants to destabilize the country, that wants to use an excuse of attacking other people on the basis of we're dealing with illegal immigration. By the way, the people that are being attacked is not only undocumented foreigners. They are attacking even people who don't speak a particular language, the people who speak Tsonga, people who speak Sivenda. It is a problem. So we are dealing with that. So we should not be convenient. There is an illegal immigration challenge in South Africa, and we are seized with dealing with that. We've put the white papers, and there are employers who continuously not want to employ South Africans and in the convenience of employing non-South Africans and creating tensions with ourselves. And talking of corruption, it's us who have instituted measures to deal with corruption, including the very Madlanga Commission. You spoke about load reduction, woman. You said we won't sort out load shedding. We sorted out load shedding. Now you want to use load reduction. We've given a commitment, but that 7 of the provinces will be rid of load reduction by December 2026 and 3 by March 2027. And we are going to deliver on that.
Now, this reminds me of something interesting. I don't know if this reminds you of something, okay? It should remind you of something. So people beating each other because you look different and you don't sound the same. And like she said, people being mobilized based on one tribe. Which tribe was she talking about? Let's find out what this man has to say.
Don't vote for me. I don't want that vote. I don't want a xenophobic vote. I love my African people. The same way I love my mother and my grandmother. I'm in love with Africans. Africans are hated everywhere. You go to America, the black skin is a source of hatred. You go to UK, a black skin is a source of hatred. You asking me to join in the hatred of black people. I know what the hatred of my skin did during apartheid. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be asked that I should stand at the border, at the fence between Limpopo and Zimbabwe and block a mother who's carrying a child, only crossing to get a medication in Musina and going back to Zimbabwe because there is a problem in Zimbabwe. I refuse to join that chorus. And if that will not make me the president of this country, I'm happy that let me die with my conscience being clear than being a president who has emerged through selling out his own soul. Nobody asked me to feel like this. Yeah. I feel very strongly about black people. I feel very strong about African continent. And I would rather not be a president because I know for a fact that this is an establishment that is spreading this anti-blackness that we experience everywhere else. It's not true. There's jobs in the restaurants. There's Lesotho women who are working in our houses. Yeah. Our sisters don't want to work there. They've gone to schools. They want quality jobs. Not that they look down on these jobs. They are saying, I cannot, with a diploma, with N6, with qualifications, go and be a domestic worker. Yeah. We want more. Who wants to go and work and be paid with wine in the Cape Farms? Who wants to do that of South Africans? Yeah. Let me and you take trucks and buses now and go and fetch those foreigners who are working there during harvesting season in the Cape wines. Let's go and take them and let's see what's going to happen to those Cape wines. All of those grapes are going to get rotten because our people will never agree to work in exchange for wine. Never will I. Nothing will persuade me. Not the results of the elections, not a gun on my head, not any form of intimidation will persuade me to hate on black people. I will never hate on Africans, not even for votes. Do not vote for me if you don't love Africans and you want me to hate them. I won't do that.
Let me know how you feel about this. It is a great pleasure. We need to be very, very careful. As much as we have some genuine concerns, we need to be very, 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 very careful on how we proceed. God bless.